What's what's that? Oh, no. Take it away. Take it away. Take it away. Take it. Hello, all my fans. Hope you're all right. I've just been having a dream. I was at my stately home haunted house. Oh, and I wanted to go. I woke up in the middle at night and I wanted to go to the toilet, and there was this horrible doll hanging over me, hanging from ceiling on a string. Oh, look at it! It's horrible. Oh, I tell you, that haunted house. Oh, it's terrible. And one of the maids, can you see her there? Sarah. She works in kitchens and that, and helps out cooking and that, and that. She said she was up all night because some of my staff stay at the stately home. And what Sarah's saying is, last night she had a bad night. Well, I heard one or two doors banging and that, and some chains rattling. And she says that the girls, the twins, we have some twins a bit like them in Shining, in film. And what they do is just at night run about, playing games and rolling a ball on floor, riding a bike down that corridor, red carpet. They're singing, they're playing and banging doors and rattling chains and that. And Sarah were up all night, so I've told her to have a morning in bed tomorrow, you know. We've got other maids and kitchen maids what help out at the stately home, so I've told Sarah to have a morning in bed, and she said, well, you're a good boss. You're a good boss, Phil. Well, I like to look after my staff. Right, we'll have to get on. First fan mail for 2023. Oh, you're going to enjoy it. Have you got your pot of tea? Oh, you got your pot of tea. Gorgeous. One of my famous sayings. Time's time. That's another one, isn't it? And I always say that I'm like Ken Dodd. You can never get me off like you couldn't with Ken Dodd. When he went on stage, you always got your money's worth. Yes, first fan mail for 2023. I've got loads. So I've got one or two I'm going to read to you today. Let's hope there's some good ones. There were some good ones before Christmas, weren't there? Oh, yeah, there really were. Let's hope we've got some good ones today. I'll just love them. I really do. I really do. And we're going to do the same again from this card deck. Can we see the author there? I'm not going to pronounce it because I don't want to mess it up. Because if I try and say the author's name, I'll make a right mess, and they might not like that. So what we're going to do is take some cards from this deck. It's the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, and we're going to connect them with the fan mail. And I may pull an angel card. I'll just put that down there. Can you see me still? I'm getting some angel cards ready to pull and all. I might pull an angel. Can you see me? Can you see Old Man Phil there? Old Man Phil. I'm saying Old Man Phil because I've just gone 65, so I'm classing myself as an old man, aren't I? Yeah, I don't know. You're young as you feel, that's what they say, don't they? You're young as you feel. Well, sometimes when I'm getting out of bed to go to work, in cold and rain and snowing and everything, I don't feel that. My letters have all dropped. Won't be a minute. Ooh. My letters have all dropped. Right, I've got my cards. And we're going to pull a card for the fan mail from this deck. And it's Cal Gray, the Angel Guide Oracle. Right, let's get on with our first letter. Better, isn't it? You can see me better now. Sorry about all that. Keep this camera still, Phil. Keep it still. Habit of moving my camera. I could do with hiring a cameraman and all and paying him like I do with all my staff at Stately Home. Right, let's get on with letter times time. Right, our first letter today, and it's called Mr. Theft. Mr. Theft. Here he is. Just pull him down so I can see. It's 7th of Blades. Can you see him there? He's a thief and he's nicked. There's a broken window there in that house there, and he's running away and kids have seen him. And he's nicked a laptop. There's some jewellery hanging from his bag. He's a complete thief. Right character he is. And he's saying, "Dear Phil, have you any advice coming up to the new year?" Well, we're already in the new year. He must have sent this well before the new year. Bless him. I think he sent it before Christmas. But Mr. Theft, yes, I have got some advice for you. With the card, you certainly live by nature anyhow, or by this card, and I have got some advice for you, Mr. Theft. What you need to do is go on the straight this year. Stop thieving, breaking into people's houses, taking their possessions, because it isn't nice. You've got to think, if it were you, would you like your possessions being taken, Mr. Theft? You wouldn't, you just wouldn't. And my advice is to you is, these lads watching you take them things. One of them's holding a football. And there's also a fox in the card now. I don't know why the fox is in the card, I haven't a clue. But what it's telling me is, try something like being a gamekeeper, looking after forest and woods and that, and taking pride in it and that. You'll think a lot less of breaking into people's houses and taking their possessions. Oh, there, I notice you're a young man in the letter. Why don't you start taking up a sport, probably football, or going to support your favourite team? It'll take your mind off of wanting to do all bad things. And, well, thank you for your letter. That was a good one. Got to move on. It goes on and on and on and on about all this crime and everything. I'm not going to read them. It just would be here forever. It just goes on, and the amount of stuff he's done, Mr. Theft, is unbelievable. Try and be good, Mr. Theft, for 2023, and I've got an angel card for you, and I hope it's a good one for you. And we've got Angel of Protection. So you've got protection, not protection to taking someone's stuff, protection of going into a new project and keeping on the straight and narrow. Oh, want that another good letter? Want that another good letter? Right, who we've got here? Dear Phil, I'm just wondering if I am doing the right thing. I am homeless, but I managed to get myself a guitar. And instead of just begging on the street, it's called Mr. Philpot. Mr. Philpot. Well, Mr. Philpot is saying, Phil, have you any advice? Yes, I got a guitar. Here he is. It looks like in some subway or something, and he's there singing. And a young girl is interested in his music and that, and she's probably giving him some money and that. And what he's saying is, advice is, do you think it's right for me busking, if that's the word, near train stations and bus stops and stuff to earn extra money rather than just begging on the streets. At least I'm singing to people and entertaining them. Well, it is a good idea, and continue. Yes, you're earning a bit of money and that, as long as it's going on something like food and maybe some clothes for you. Don't be spending it on drugs and that. Drugs is a really bad habit. You don't want to go down that road. And continue. And you never know. Keep singing. This young lass might pass again. You might even get into some sort of relationship, and you might have a relationship going, and she might get you off the streets. You never know. She might have a bit of money put behind her, and she'll fall in love and get you off the streets. And for a career-wise, you could go in a band and start singing in a group and that, going round clubs or pubs. You might even become a pop star. Who knows? But continue. You're doing well on you, and I've got a card for you. Let's have a look. Just getting cards. What we got a card for him, eh? Harmony and recollection, if that's the word. I don't know whether you can take that, but I don't know what that means, but it's for you, that angel. You've got an angel looking after you anyhow. Right, our next letter, bit of a sad letter. Dear Phil, I have just lost my husband. I'm really sorry for it. I'm really sorry for it. She's called Mary. I'm sorry, Mary. It's not nice losing loved ones. We're the same. We've lost many loved ones in our family and that, and bereavement is very hard. And that, here she is, leaning on top of her husband's grave. Dog's missing her husband. Can you see dog there? And this is 5 of cups. A lot of emotions there. There's 3 cups there and two tipped over, but there's 3 there, all blooming. And can you see, I don't know if you can see her husband at back there. You can see an angel, statue of an angel, or some spirits or something. Her husband's watching over. Her husband's watching over her. So your husband, Mary, is keeping an eye on you. He's trying to send messages to you and that, so look out for them. Yeah, it is sad and it's hard, and it'll take time, bereavement and grieving for someone. But you've got them 3 cups there, and you've got your angels, and you've got your spirit guiding your husband all to help you, and you'll come through it. And you've still got people around you, according to the letter. You've got other members of family, and they're going to be supporting you through the bereavement, because you do need support when you are grieving. Right, I've got a card for you, an angel card. I hope it's a good one for you, Mary. Opportunity and change. Yeah, there's changes going off in your life, but things are going to turn out okay. It may take time, but you're going to be okay, Mary. Just hang in there. That's a sad letter. I don't like sad letters, really. I really don't, but I do try and help my fans, you know, and if there's sad letters, so be it. I've got to help them, haven't I? Me and my guys, we will help anybody. We really will. Right, our next letter is Mr. Joke. Mr. Joke. Mr. Joke. Dear Phil, do you think we need more vets? And what do you think about vet bills? People are worried about vet bills, right eye and stuff, and not enough vets. Here he is, Mr. Benson. Mr. Benson, I'm thinking of my boss. Mr. Benson's my boss. He's called Mr. Joker. He's there. Can you see him there? He's working hard at the vet's. Got a dog on the table. That's Mr. Joke. And what he's saying is, do you think that we need... Yes, we do need more he's saying, do we need more vets and that? Well, we do need more vets, yeah. There's a lot coming out of the job, isn't there? And the short of vets. And I know vet bills for your animals is soaring out at roof. But the advice what Phil's going to give you and Mr. Joke is continue your work, Mr. Joke. You could do with a pay rise and all, but don't go on strike because we're short of vets as it is. But you could do with a pay rise, and you do a lot of hard work, and we need vets. We really do. And my advice is, yes, more vets out there. And for vet bills, so you're not having higher vet bills, is take out insurance. As soon as you get a cat or a dog or any type of animal, get insurance and put away, so that when a big vet bill does come, you can afford it. Thank you for your letter. Thank you. Oh, I've got a card for you. See what card we've got for you, Mr. Joke. Angel card. And that is Mother, Father, God. So you've got all your spirit guides, your angels and everything. They're going to show you the right path, Mr. Joke. And with a name like that, you might be telling jokes in a pub next year. Wasn't that a good letter? Wasn't that another good letter? Right, we've got 2 more letters because we've got to get on, because time's time and I'm getting like Ken Dodd. Harry Simpson, we've got Mr. Harry Simpson. Dear Phil, I am a postman. Do you think it's right that we are going on strike and that we strike near Christmas and disrupting you all and that? We are understaffed and we need more pay. Well, there again, here he is delivering his letters. He's there delivering his letters. I do believe you should be striking for more pay and awkward hours and situations and understaff. Yes, you do need pay, and I know it was disruption for all of us near Christmas, but I do support the Royal Mail. You did right to come out. The government's got to realise that people do need extra money with bills, food, gas, electric, rent, everything going up. The wages have got to go up and all. So yes, I am all for you striking. Well, we've got what these letters. We've had bereavement, we've had strikes. Oh, a lot of stuff are going off out there. I hope this year's gonna be okay, isn't it? A lot of negative stuff in these letters today. Right, I'll pull a card. Angel card. Blessings and abundance. So we're going to send blessings to you all and some abundance to you. Right, our final card. We've got to get off. I'm looking at clock now, 18 minutes. This is the longest video this year. Right, our last video we've got Mrs. Smiler. Here she is smiling. This is an uplifting letter. Can you see her smiling there, taking her dogs for a walk? Dear Phil, I hope you're going to have a good year this year, Phil. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that, Mrs. Smiler. And I hope you're going to be all right. Well, what Mrs. Smiler's saying in her letter is that she's took on another part-time job. She's a cleaner, but had to take on another part-time job. Do you think it's right? Do you think I'm overworking myself? Or do you think it's right taking another part-time job? Well, Mrs. Smiler, I've got a couple of jobs, but we do need to have extra money coming in, don't we, with everything, all the bills going up and that. And So we do need money coming in. So by taking an extra job, Mrs. Smiler, you're doing right. She does dog walking, and that's what she's doing in this card. And this card is a page of coins. And she's getting money for it. Look, someone's giving her some money there for taking her dogs to park or to woods and that. And she does that on top of a cleaning job, just to top her money up, you know, so she's not going under, you know. So yes, continue, and you're doing a good job, and well done on you for dog walking. Right, I've got a card for Mrs. Smiler. Hope it's a good card. Right, and this is He's and Grace. Don't know what that means, but that's a card. I think I'll pull another for you, Mrs. Smiler. I want to sure about that card. Let's see. Oh, we got got a card here. She's smiling now. Whoever this is on. Yeah, it's an angel. She's smiling. Can you see it, Mrs. Smiler? The angel's smiling. Everybody's smiling. I'm smiling. Hope you lot are smiling. We're all smiling. Expect miracles. Well, we all want to expect miracles for 2023, don't we? Miracles that we expect that the Ukraine war stops and all. Right. Want their great letters. A bit down, some of them, but we uplifted the other one with this card here. Mrs. Smiler. Hope you've enjoyed this long video, this fan mail, and I'll catch you on the next video. All keep safe, keep smiling, and we'll see you again in a not too distant future. Alright, I'm going to have a kip now. I'm going to drop off and have a kip. I was up all night with all banging and that, all ghosts we have at the haunted house. So it's terrible haunted house, that. Keep us up all night, all my staff and that, and myself. So here I go. Catch you on the next one.